Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you're new. We are here to watch Season 2 of Halo. If you were unaware, I watched all of Season 1 of Halo on the channel already, and I liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I know there were a lot of people that didn't like it. There were a whole bunch of people that were like, this is trash, isn't Halo, doesn't follow the story of the games. And as someone who has played all the games and has read a lot of the books, I didn't quite really get that argument because it takes place before the games. Like, it always felt kind of clear to me that it was eventually going to catch up to the story of the games, and the fact that it followed fairly closely to some of the books, like, I was not upset. And they changed some stuff which I'm not someone who's like die hard like this has to be canon. Like, if it's not canon, I hate it. I can't watch it. Like, I'm not considering this show to be like canon to the game. It's not like anything that happens in this show is gonna like overwrite anything that happened in the games. Like, the games still happened the way they happened. Like, nothing changes. It doesn't have to be exact, right? There were a whole bunch of people that were also like really mad that Master Chief took his helmet off in episode 1 and had it off a decent amount throughout the series. That didn't really bother me that much, honestly. That wasn't something I really cared too much about. That being said, there were some things about season 1 that I didn't love. The romance plot between Master Chief and the like Covenant lady. Didn't really need it. Didn't really care for it that much. Thought it was kind of pointless. And that is all a sentiment that they also share on the production staff, where the guy who plays Master Chief is like, that was stupid. I fought against it. Like, I don't know why they made us do that. So that was one thing I didn't like about season 1. Now, season 2 is apparently like a complete revamp, as far as I'm aware. They essentially fired the showrunner and the entire writing staff of season 1 because they were like, yo, people were not a fan. We're gonna change it. And so like season 2 is apparently kind of like a soft reboot of the show, right? They're kind of like saying, hey, we're starting over, without actually technically starting over. From what I understand, this season is gonna focus heavily on the fall of Reach, which is very interesting. And I'm pretty excited for it. I liked season 1. The action of season 1 was awesome. The production value of the show was pretty cool. Like, they put a lot of effort and a lot of money into a lot of the like small details you might not have picked up on just upon like first watch. So it's clear that like they care about getting things right. And if they didn't, I mean, even just like revamping to a new showrunner and new writing staff for season 2 is very evident in itself that they care about getting it right and they care about people enjoying it. So I'm pretty excited to check it out. One thing I am not excited about is the CBS Content ID, the copyright system that they use. Just a little inside YouTube right now. Every single video I have ever put out for a CBS property has been copyrighted, copyright claimed. So like any trailer reaction, any episode reaction, every single episode of season 1 of Halo was either claimed or blocked at some point by CBS, which is very frustrating. So hopefully this season is a lot more chill in that regard. I will bet money on the fact that like every single video is gonna get blocked. So hopefully it is not as difficult to make videos on this show going forward, because I really want to. I like the show and I want it to do well, but CBS/Paramount makes it difficult when anyone who tries to talk about the show gets blocked, whether it's positive or negative. So yeah, I don't know, but I'm pumped. I'm excited to jump into the show, and I'm excited to see where they take things in season 2. So before we actually jump into this, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my videos get seen more in general. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to this show. because then you will know when I post videos about it. And then if you're interested in seeing full uncut reactions to this show or anything else I watch on the channel, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining my YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. Since this is the first episode of a new show or a new season, that uncut is going to be completely free and public for anyone to check out. And if you find that that sort of thing is something you're interested in going forward, then your support would mean the world. Other than that, I think that's all I got to say. So let's jump into Season 2, Episode 1 of Halo.
He's dying. We're losing him. Sever the connection.
Sever the connection.
Stand by for ETA on station. How copy?
Sanctuary.
Good copy, High Roller.
Operation Shepherd.
Corporal, what's the holdup?
It's this lady, sir. She's some sort of shaman priest person.
A shaman priest person?
I don't know what you call it exactly.
Did you take your pellet out?
What are you talking about? Red say something to you? Because you know
But
she's
no one said anything, relax.
3 weeks ago.
And?
And what?
Do you feel any different?
No.
He's a little more hostile.
I watch programs sometimes.
Programs.
Like about animals and stuff.
Oh.
Covenant. If they come here, they see your little village, they will burn it. Plasma. You understand?
Sir,
I understand you.
Good. That's great. Now I'd
I
appreciate...
understand you're the same that came before,
Excuse me?
to our first home, 42 years ago.
Who is that?
I don't think we will need your help.
Hopefully you don't die.
Our faith tells us that to leave our planet in its time of torment is no different than to abandon a dying child or parent.
Okay.
Where are my goddamn condoms?
Sir, Bravo's somewhere up on that hill. Comms are out. They got no idea what's coming.
Okay.
10 mics and this whole planet is glass.
So even though they know they're in danger, they're still not going to leave?
Well, that's straight up.
The Nubian ibex can scale an 80-degree slope. Over.
What?
He's been watching programs about animals.
Hold fire! Hold fire, Blue!
What are you guys doing?
You Bravo?
We're Bravo. Communications team.
I know. I can tell from your aim.
Savage.
Private Rand thinks he saw something in the fog. Private Rand thinks that if we make noise or if we move, then we're gonna...
Oh! He was right. It's probably an elite. He's going invisible.
I think they're gone.
No,
Nope, they're just invisible.
How do you know?
the smell.
Yes! Fist fight him. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. That was dirty. So what is this, like the advanced team to like make sure no one knows that the ships are coming? I wonder how much of this is CGI. I mean, you can definitely tell a lot of it's CGI, but I wonder, like, how much physical modeling they actually incorporated. Is this the Arbiter? There's so many of them. Is this real? Or was this a dream that he had? Why? Oh, 'cause of her. Probably should have accepted that evac. Yeah, I didn't really think about the shockwave. Oof. They're just gonna accept death. Damn. That is noble, but also very sad.
Find your fate, Spartan. I have seen your death. It comes soon.
You have not. It does not come soon. It comes a long time from now. Damn. That is a haunting image. What a start. Breach Fleetcom inner colonies. Interesting.
The Covenant was already there, on Sanctuary before they glassed it. If your plan is to glass a planet, why invade it first?
Put it in your report. Oni will conduct intel analysis.
That is a good question.
Tell us what we saw.
Sorry.
Well, please don't mind me. Carry on.
You burned Gorm's son?
Who the hell is this guy?
You look like him.
Mr. Ackerson is Dr. Halsey's replacement. Director of the Spartan program.
No thanks.
And the Master Chief. It's an honor.
Your facial expressions say otherwise.
We keep the fight out there, we have peace here. People feel safe.
Are they?
We will turn this around. I assure you.
So the answer is no. They are not safe. Is this a fight club?
This is lot 436.
Or it's an auction? So they're essentially like bidding on
In
refugees.
exchange for asylum, these persons submit to indentured service for the next 2 years.
I have something you want.
I very much doubt that, sugar.
I know the location of a thing of great value. A bounty. For
What's-
Catherine Halsey.
Ooh.
Get him out of here.
Hello, my darling.
He's like, go talk to that guy. Figure out what he knows.
John! Come in. Please.
Interesting, interesting.
The Covenant attacked the comms relay on Sanctuary. Then they glassed the planet. Clearly the relay wasn't the objective.
What do you think they were after?
The experience of taking it, sir.
That, ooh, yeah.
For what?
For here.
Have you ever experienced hallucinations?
What?
Sleeplessness, confusion, the sensation of lost time.
I thought we were talking about Sanctuary.
We are.
No.
Oh, he thinks he's making it up.
Well, it's my job to worry about your readiness Your reliability.
They think he's compromised.
Everyone knows the Master Chief. I suppose, I wonder.
Cannot help but wonder.
Yeah, go now.
Buddy, you're not going to be the one to get to know him.
This colonial cross.
She
presented
does not agree with
Paris.
what went down.
Master Chief and Silver Team can't be here today.
Oh, they could if they wanted to.
Fighting for you.
This new guy, he's got us escorting a tech team on some fix-it mission. Comms relay went down in some nowhere system. No combat. It's bullshit.
It's the West End Cobalt team.
More training.
Hey, Val. Just treat it like it's real.
Always, Chief.
But we are winning. And we will continue to win.
Man, that is going to be a harsh reality for them when they're talking about we are winning and then Reach falls.
You pursued the captive Marines and were surrounded by a significant force of at least 30.
Yes.
Sangheli.
That's right.
Yes. My only question is, how are you alive?
Because they let him go.
They disappeared.
He thinks he's lying or hallucinating.
Just tell them what they're walking into. Tell Cobalt.
Cobalt's not coming back alive.
There's no such thing as monsters. Why not?
'Cause it's a lie?
This kid knows things.
Do you swear on my life?
Damn, kid.
Swear it. There's no such thing as monsters.
Swear to me.
What's your name again?
Felix.
You see, Felix, just because we take you out there,
Doesn't mean they're bringing you back.
bring you back.
Yeah.
Admiral?
Not anymore. I'm just a private citizen now. A regular Joe. I want you to pursue evidence of the Covenant's other activities, and when you find it, bring it to me.
What will you do for me?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I'll believe you.
That's a fair enough trade-off for him.
That ship looks ready to break apart. You should be careful.
You should be careful.
I don't trust this kid's vibe. For some reason, this kid's tone of voice makes me think he's going to betray them. Or the pirate crew's going to betray him. He's getting betrayed by somebody.
What do I do? Don't touch anything.
It's not about the money for you, is it?
This kid...
It's about what she did to you.
He knows things. I don't trust this. This is either like a trap for him, or it's something else is going on.
You were on the flat loader, and you saw her. How?
Story's getting fuzzy.
Who are you? Who are you working for?
I don't think they're coming back.
Yeah. Yeah. Knew this was a trap.
Soren 066, you're under arrest. For the crimes of piracy, kidnapping, extortion, and treason.
I knew it. I knew it was a trap.
I think there might be something wrong with me. There's a part of me that's missing. And I think maybe it's a part of you.
He just needs to talk.
Don't you even know what
You should have stayed with me.
Sweetie?
He misses Cortana.
It's very old. The monster. It knows us. Inside and out. Smells our fear. Waiting. To meet you.
That is such a cool shot.
The only thing the monster wants
This is
is for
Quan.
you to know
I thought it sounded like her.
that there's nothing you can ever love that it can't take away.
She just lives in this cave. Episode 1. Okay, that is season 2, episode 1 of Halo. Very interesting start. It was kind of weirdly paced. It felt very intentionally slow paced. Like there was just a lot of, I don't want to say meandering. They dropped the first 2 episodes, this episode and next episode. My guess is they intended you to watch both of them as like a pseudo first episode of the season, you know? Like this episode was very much like a, you know, let's catch you up on where things are at in terms of like the story, but also kind of give you the new status quo, right? So right now Master Chief's team is kind of like landlocked. They're not allowed to go out on any like actual missions that mean anything, no like real combat. They're kind of sequestered into just like, you know, escort missions, withdrawing civilians from, you know, outer colonies, things like that. Nothing that's going to put them in any sort of like real stressful situations or real combat stuff. And it's because they don't trust Master Chief right now. Because of Cortana and the things that Dr. Halsey was doing, they think he's compromised, and they think that he's like seeing things, and they just like can't trust his judgment. Like he gives the debrief of like what he witnessed up on that relay, and they think he's either lying or just seeing things, because they're like, there's no way that, you know, 30 plus elites would just let you go. Like that's not how that works. And you can kind of understand their perspective, but at the same time, we know that he's telling the truth. They're not completely dropping the like thread from last season where him and the Covenant girl have a connection, which I didn't mind their connection, like the fact that they're like, they have some sort of mental connection. I didn't like the romance part, so hopefully they don't bring that part back, but it's clear that they are training for a larger invasion, right? And the question is, what would they be trying to invade? As individuals who know the story, we know that they are training for Reach, right? Like we know that the grand story of this season is going to be the fall of Reach. Now, who knows when exactly that's going to like take place? Like, is it going to be towards the end of the season when we actually start to see the Covenant attack Reach? Or is like maybe end of next episode we get the, you know, the reveal that they've been training for here, right? But we do know it's going to be like a harsh awakening for the UNSC government and the Oni government, because they're telling people like, we're winning. You know, they're saying, you know, Master Chief and his team, they're out fighting for us right now, and we're winning the war. Like, they don't even want to admit to themselves that they're losing, especially not admit to the general public. But when the Covenant attacks Reach, then it's going to become like a real thing, right? Like it's gonna be the real deal, and people are gonna have to reckon with the fact that like we're getting our butts kicked, and I think once they go into that, then they can really dive in maybe season 3 of like the harsh realities of just how badly humanity is losing this war, and then it'll greatly enhance the heroics that is the Spartan program. So I'm pretty excited. I mean, we even saw just this episode how dominant of a force Master Chief on his own can be when he was taking out all those elites up by the relay. A lot of it was CGI, and not. I don't want to say it wasn't bad CGI, but like you could very much tell that it was CGI, which isn't always excellent. But I'm curious because they had to have blended in some like actual real models at some point in that in those shots. So I'm curious if there's like a VFX breakdown of exactly how much of that was CGI and how much wasn't. But yeah, I mean I'm excited to see where Master Chief's story goes. He's now not like undercover, but like he's secretly working to find out what the heck is going on without his boss finding out. And I'm curious. I like that the rationale she gave him is just like, I'll believe you, because right now nobody else believes him. You know, even maybe his own team is probably a little suspicious, but especially the people in charge and above him definitely don't believe him. And so I'm curious to see how that's going to develop. I'm also curious to see what's going to happen with Soren, right? Like he goes out on this pirate mission because this kid is like, I know where Halsey is, and I don't. It's like just this kid's like the shift in voice, like the tone of his voice once he got onto their ship was so like, it was so leading and manipulative. Like you could tell, like he is not being direct and upfront, and he's kind of like reveling in the fact that they're getting deeper and deeper into this trap. And then just like every word he says to Soren while on that ship, you're like, oh, okay, so this kid's gonna trap him somehow. Like he's a liar. And Soren's own crew was in on it. They offered him up, you know, for maybe a bounty of some kind. I don't know. But Soren's been arrested, and his kid is all sad and went to talk to Quan, and and we're gonna see what happens going forward from that part. But I thought this was a decent first episode. I'm gonna hop into the next episode right away. So if I'm wearing the same clothes in the next video, that's why. I don't want to get super far behind like I do on most shows. So that is why I am in the same outfit next episode. Definitely let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comments below, though. I would love to hear all your opinions, as long as they're like constructive opinions. If you're coming in and just being like, this show is trash, like give a actual reason why. Like don't just give a reductive comment that doesn't mean anything. I enjoy it. I think it's fun, but I'm more of an optimist than other people. But yeah, let me know all your opinions. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you're interested in seeing the full uncut version of this reaction, consider either supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. Again, since this is the first episode of a new season, that uncut will be completely free in public for anyone to check out. And if you find that that's something you're interested in moving forward, then your support would mean the world. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.